Hello, Namaskar. This is Firstpost and you're watching Vantage with me, Palki Sharma. The big meeting has happened in Russia. Prime Minister Narendra Modi met Chinese President Xi Jinping. It was their first bilateral meeting in 5 years, and it comes days after the two sides announced a border deal. What did the leaders say? What are the key takeaways? We'll discuss all of that. We'll also talk about another important meeting in Kazan between Prime Minister Modi and Iran's President Pezeshkian, the first since he took office and in the middle of Iran's conflict with Israel. Plus a special report on what forced Xi Jinping to agree to a border truce now. Meanwhile, in Canada, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has been exposed again, this time by the Canadian press. His team leaked classified intelligence against India to the Washington Post. And India is apparently working on a counter-strike. We'll tell you all about it. In West Asia, pressure piles on Netanyahu to sign a deal and get the Israeli hostages back home. In India, 170 flights received hoax bomb threats in the last 1 week. We'll tell you what the government is doing about it. In the US, why Kamala Harris is heading to red states like Texas and why Donald Trump is campaigning in blue states like New York. In Turkey, President Erdogan vows to go after the followers of Fethullah Gulen, his exiled rival who is now dead. Can a diamond injection in the sky undo climate change? And how South Korea is fighting loneliness with a $300 million project. All this and more coming up. The headlines first. Gunmen launched a deadly attack in Turkey, targeting the headquarters of the state-run aerospace company in the capital, Ankara. Turkish officials call it a terrorist attack. Many people are feared to be dead. Several have also been injured. No group has claimed responsibility yet. Riots rocked Portugal's capital, Lisbon, for the second consecutive day. It erupted after the police shot dead a black man who reportedly attacked them with a bladed weapon. Anti-racism groups have questioned the official version of events. 3 people have been arrested for the violence. The UK and Germany sign a major defense deal. It will allow German planes to operate from British bases and counter Russia. The pact is part of a wider push by the Starmer government as it looks to reset relations with key European allies. London and Berlin are 2 of Europe's biggest defense spenders. Thousands rally in Mozambique's capital, Maputo, ahead of election results. The ruling party is widely expected to win. The opposition has warned that the results could be rigged. Election observers from the EU have also raised concerns over the legitimacy of the polls. Boeing reports a whopping $6 billion quarterly loss. It comes as it faces a 6-week-long labor strike. The embattled aviation giant has also been under scrutiny over safety issues. Earlier this month, Boeing announced that it was cutting 10% of its workforce. And in India, Odisha and West Bengal brace for Cyclone Dana. It is expected to make landfall in Odisha tomorrow night. Thousands of people living along the eastern coast have been evacuated. Several trains have been cancelled and schools shut.
Firstpost decodes the U.S. election, explains how America chooses its president. Your primer on the race to the White House. Everything you need to know about how America votes and its global implications. U.S. Election Explained. Every Monday and Thursday only on Firstpost.